Hey y'all, what's happening? And happy Tuesday. Look, I wanted to come to you all really quickly. The title of this live is How My Dad's Neglect Contributed to My Success. I know it sounds really weird, but stay with me, right? I was thinking about it this morning while I was meditating and journaling. For some reason, it crossed my mind. And I don't know. I don't know if I've ever said it on a public platform. I'm sure I have, as much as I've talked throughout the years. But I was raised by a single mother. Now I know I've told that part, but my dad was not there, right? So I was neglected by my dad. My dad was the person that made a lot of empty promises. You know, he was going to come back and get me. He was going to buy me this. He was going to do that, X, Y, Z, right? About 90% of that never came to fruition, whatever the promise was, right? So I was the one that, grew up as an angry teenager. A lot of frustration as a result of that, all the good stuff. It lingered on in life, had its effects, whatever it was. But one of the things that it did, right, even though it made me bitter, it also made me better. And let me tell you what I mean by that, right? I use that as a reason to be successful, right? The reason why, and we always talk about like, what's your why, right? What's your reason for succeeding? And if your why is strong enough, it will give you the fuel and everything that you need to be successful, right? So even though I didn't probably use that why really right, it was my why for a long time. So let me tell you, my goal was to be so successful that I can turn around and tell my dad, look, I didn't need you. I'm successful without you. I didn't need you, right? So I used that to be successful intentionally, right? In my mind, it was like a whole platform that was set up, right? Y'all know your girl crazy. So in my mind, it looked like I was so so funny, because when I tell people this, they're like, you really had it planned out? I was like, I did. So I was on a stage somewhere. Don't know why it had to be a stage, right? He was in the audience. I don't even know if there were other people in the audience. Let's just be honest. But I remember he was in the audience. I was on stage and I'm like, look, came with a bunch of cuss words, so it's really X-rated. I didn't need you. I'm successful without you. I did it. You wasn't a part of it, blah, 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 right? So then I was going to drop the mic, boom, exit stage left, right? So while I was exiting, there was like dust around my feet, right? So like, you could eat my dust. Nah, where the dust came in on the stage, I don't know where it came in at. Probably was like smoke when the celebrities come out with their performances, right? I don't really know. And I don't know why it wasn't smoke while it was dust, right? But to keep this is in my mind, okay? So this is how I play it out. So y'all roll with the play, okay? It's my play. So I was going, do all that and be like, boom, didn't need you. Your girl's successful. I got these degrees. I got blah, blah, blah. This is going to be like a little rundown of all the things that I accomplished, right? So I use that as my fuel to get me through undergrad. Now keep in mind, it took me 10 years to finish a 4-year college degree. Nobody else in my family had ever finished college, hadn't graduated, no nothing, right? It got to a point where it was so hard for me, because again, I ain't got no family to lean on to be like, what do I need to do? No guidance, no nothing in my family, because nobody had ever done it. I'm the first to do it, right? So it took me 10 years. At one point, like I said, I was getting so frustrated. I was like, maybe it ain't for me either. You know what I'm saying? But then I was like, no, because in order for me to tell him this and do this, I got to get this college degree, right? So I graduated high school in 1993, 2003, finally got my bachelor's degree, right? Then I went right back. I graduated May 2003 from undergrad, went right back to grad school August 2003 to Xavier University, and got my master's in 2006, right? But that still wasn't enough, because it wasn't enough to set the stage big enough like how it was in my head, right? So I keep pushing. And I don't know at what point in time in my head it was going to be like the moment, but I never felt. I was like, okay, I got a little more work to do before I could get to that moment, right? And then boom, he died. I never shed a tear at the fact that he died, right? Because technically, he was already dead to me, right? Because he was never there, right? So when the person is dead, they're not there, right? But I was angry. I wasn't sad that he was dead. I got angry. Your girl crazy, right? Y'all pray for me. I got really, really angry because I'm like, so not only were you not there, now you robbed me of my opportunity to do this big grandstand performance on stage that I had mapped out in my head for years, right? Crazy. However, that was my motivation, right? And it fueled me so much that I was like, I have got to be successful. So when God moved him out of the picture, thank God he did, because I don't know at what point I would have been like, okay, now this the opportunity, right? I don't know at what point I would have been there, but that was my fuel for a long time, right? So then I got to find more fuel, because now you did. I can't show you this. I can't do this performance. I can't do none of this, right? What am I going to do? So then my wife was like, okay, now keep in mind, when he passed, I had already had a master's degree. I had 2 children, right? Naturally, I wanted to set an example for them, but in the back of my mind, like, okay, I'm gonna make what I gotta do for them, but then I gotta show him too, right? So it became like 2 whys all wrapped up into one. But when he died, I was like, now I gotta find another reason to want to succeed, right? And it still didn't become me, right? I still, like right now, my desire to be successful is so much bigger than me and bigger than my kids, right? Because I want to be successful, and I feel like God has given me the task to be successful, to show people that were in a position that I was in growing up that it's possible to be successful and to exceed their expectation, exceed their past, whatever that may be, right? Because you got to realize, like, I was very poor growing up. I was born and raised in a project in New Orleans for the first 23 years of my life, right? So to even be where I am today is a testament, right? That shows somebody else that started out poor, that started out as a single mother, that's going through divorce. I've been divorced, right? That you can still be successful in spite of where you start out in life, in spite of life's dips, right? Because things happen, divorce, children get sick. My children were just sick. 5 days they were in isolation due to COVID, right? In spite of all of that, you still have a responsibility to be successful, right? Because God has that designed for your life, right? So you be successful in spite of whatever your circumstances may be, right? What happened is not a precursor, right? So like, you know, like when you're in college, you have prerequisites. You got to take this class first, and then this class happens, and then the NXYZ. Because you were poor is not a precursor or a prerequisite for you to continue to be poor, right? You have to learn how to take those bad things or whatever, right? Or situations that happen in life and use them to be fuel to motivate you and push you into your level of success. I've had some pitfalls on this entrepreneur journey. I've had some times where my finances were so tight. I'm like, Lord, you really sure that this is what you really called me to do, right? But those are times that I come out swinging, like because I don't know how to swim, right? So I'm visioning myself in water. These circumstances are attempting to drown me, and I got to fight. Like, I don't know how to swim. Keep that in mind. In real life, I don't know how to swim. So you just envision somebody drowning and they fighting for their life, right? Like fighting. I know how to fight because I'm from the hood, right? So swinging to get out of those particular situations. Use those situations as fuel, not to make you bitter, but to make you better, right? Those are opportunities for you to just come out and showing the world, yourself, whoever it is that you need to show, it is possible to get out of even the worst of the worst situations, right? Don't allow them to make you better. Allow them to make you better. Use them as your why. Like, your why has to be way bigger than you, your children, whatever it is, right? It ain't even my children. Like, I want to have them attain a life that I didn't have growing up, right? Want to grant them access to things that I didn't have access to at their age, whatever it is, right? I not only want that for my children, I want to empower hundreds and thousands of women to be able to change the trajectory of their families' lives, right? And leave a legacy, right? So it's so much bigger than just me, but that was my fuel, right? What is your why? Like, figuring out what is that, right? And it has to be something that would be so embedded in you that you like, there's no way that I can quit, that I can give up, because this has to be accomplished. I have to do this, whatever it is, right? So your why has to be bigger than you buying a Gucci bag. The why has to be bigger than, oh, I'm gonna take my children to Disneyland. It has to be something that's so embedded in you that you are like, I can't give up because XYZ, this is my why, right? So figure out your why and let that be the fuel to you succeeding and accomplishing whatever it is that you desire to accomplish in life. You accomplishing that thing is so much bigger than a win for you, right? Because one of the things you're also going to realize, and I just got a text this morning from a young lady that was like, you just don't know how much you inspire me and motivate me, right? You don't know how your win is a win for so many people that's attached to you, right? Because it instills hope in them, right? So keep doing what God called you to do, but find your why and attach your desire to that, and that will not allow you to fail, in addition to definitely having a relationship with the Almighty. But just wanted to give you all some encouragement this morning. Keep going. Define your why. Make sure it's ingrained in you. It's going to give you the fuel that you need to succeed and accomplish whatever it is that you desire to accomplish in life. All right, y'all. So again, happy 2022 to you all. We have so much to accomplish this year. We have so many wins in store for us this year. If you need any guidance, any direction, any blueprints on how to accomplish the goals that you want to accomplish in life, you know to call your girl. Let me not say any goals, right? If you are looking to monetize your gift more, be better as an entrepreneur, scale up in your business, and then leverage that business to support your dream life, I'm your girl. If you are looking to do anything else, I am probably not your girl. So let me not say I am for everybody. I am not for everybody. But if you are an entrepreneur and you want to scale up in your business and then learn how to take those different streams of income in your business to leverage and support the life that you love and do what you love, then I am your girl. Give me a call. Stay connected to me or send me an email, whatever it is, but get in touch with me and I can definitely help you to make your dream life your real life. All right, y'all. Talk to y'all soon. Y'all have a happy and a wonderful Tuesday. Bye-bye.